Jets. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Prescott on first down, able to connect with Mims. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
8-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now he stepped around one man, but he'll only wind up getting about 1 yard. 2nd down.
1 yard.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Tua going to try and run. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Tua Tagovailoa taking it in. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He's got this one completed to Mims. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's now 3rd down.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins.
To Mike Gesicki.
Mike Gesicki with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Jets nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The return man, Ty Johnson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the 25 on second down, Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third
and short yardage. Prescott. Flush to his right. It's caught by Herndon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
In the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Everybody, 55. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Jets nothing.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Mike, 55.
Prescott now from the 50. Flushed out right. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. A first down throw for Prescott. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. And the Jets are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They run again with the fullback Burton. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Mike Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
They're going to try and run. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out.
Jets 6.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Marshall now, the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant. 77 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points.
The kick is good.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Jets 6.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 50.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Some extra space following the display of power. down just inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. The 40. He's at the 30. 10.
You ain't nothing!
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the 1st half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air again, Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
28, Jets, 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Dolphins.
2 and now on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but it's going to be second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A second down throw for Prescott. Being chased out left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Buying time to his left. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
At the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Xavier Woods.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Now this time, Tua's going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll return it from the 6. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Prescott. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5. And it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Going for it all. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's got this one complete to Perriman. Sean Perriman off to the races. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rashawn Perriman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
Well,
if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Dolphins 34, Jets 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Marshall now, the return. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to go up top again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
spelling.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
First down, Prescott. And now he'll tuck it in. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop.
3-yard pickup.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 18-yard line.
On second down, Tua. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
On third and long, it's Tagovailoa. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was staying in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Prescott on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A first down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll throw again. Prescott. That's caught out left by Perriman.
Prescott's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Perriman. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second
down at 4.
At the Dolphins' 18-yard line.
And again, it's Prescott. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
For first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth-quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Tua going to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The 16-yard line.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Sanders is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Johnson now returning. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at about the 14. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Prescott to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler Gostkowski. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And yes, he got it. Gostkowski plays the role of hero as he punches it through. And the